And we are live. What is up, everybody? And welcome to episode 29 of the Hot Stove Podcast. I'm your host, Zach Nunez, and we're here with my co hosts
Mark.
Jester.
and Sonny Gray. We're having a great time today.
That's
Oh,
right.
there he is.
That's right. Yeah, we're here. It's our first podcast in our normal format with all four of us since the semester ended. As you can see, I'm back home. Mark is back home. He'll actually have stable Wi-Fi this time.
I certainly will, and it makes me very happy.
I probably won't. There's going to be some point where we will have technical complications. Let's just put it that way. Anywho, couple actual sports things we're going to talk about today, since we haven't done a show in the last couple weeks. So we're going to talk about Julio Jones, that whole thing, and where we would like to see him go. And then we're going to talk about the NBA playoffs and how much we got wrong. Let's just put it that way. Because I believe I tweeted it the night that we recorded that episode 2 weeks ago. It never ceases to amaze me just how wrong our podcast becomes so quickly.
Very fast.
We spent the whole podcast talking about the Warriors beating the Lakers, and not only did the Lakers win that game, the Warriors didn't make the playoffs. So
Nope.
Then the Clippers were down 2-0 after we almost unanimously picked them to win the championship. It's been hell so far.
Who could have predicted LeBron shooting a three from the friggin' half court with mouth?
Fair.
As he was seeing three different rims.
Oh, let's not get started.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, who could have predicted? I mean, and then Miami goes and gets swept. It's just a headache. All right, this whole thing is a headache. Anyways, before we do that, we got some housekeeping notes. So make sure to follow us on Twitter at Hot Stove Pod. That's at Hot Stove Pod on Twitter. I will be making a pick in my Dynasty League at some point during the podcast. I'll talk about that actually after we finish our housekeeping. And then here on the YouTube side, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell as well, and leave a comment if you feel like commenting on this fine piece of sports podcasting. So what I will say is I'm in the middle of my rookie only draft for my Dynasty League that I'm in. It's a 14-team Superflex Dynasty League. I tanked this past year, as many of the listeners of the show know. I finished in second to last. And after a few trades, making my team a little bit better through some trades, because I had 3 first-rounders coming out of the season. So I made some trades, moved back into the first round. I ended up picking at 106, and I was able to get Justin Fields at 106. So that was exciting.
That is exciting.
Najee Harris went first overall in this draft. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
To a guy whose quarterbacks are he has Carson Wentz and Pat Mahomes, so I guess he really didn't need him. That's fair.
Fair enough.
And then Kyle Pitts went second overall. Then Trevor Lawrence went third. Trey Lance went 4. Jamar Chase went 5, and then I took Justin Fields at number 6. And then I picked again at 2.4. That was my next pick, and I picked Elijah Moore, the Jets receiver. And then I am up again with the next pick. 3:13 is on the clock. I'm picking at 3:14 and 4.2 are my last 2 picks in the draft. So I'll probably be taking those at some point tonight. I'm looking to get Chris Evans, the Michigan rookie for the Bengals, at 3:13, I think. And then probably another receiver, maybe. Maybe Cornell Powell for the Chiefs. So they got an opening there. Yeah.
All
right. That's that. I got some trivia to do. Mark and I both have trivia questions. I have 5 of them to get to with many, many points available. Mark, I don't know if you watched the last show that we did. I assume you didn't.
I started to, but I wasn't able to finish it.
In the last 14 days, you weren't able to finish it? Anyways.
Well, like I forgot about it after. I'm gonna be honest, but I did start
fair,
to
it's a
watch it.
forgettable
And
episode.
then,
So you got through the trivia and watched Austin get 1 point he was the only one answering questions, and he just couldn't do it.
perfect.
It's tough. No, dude. Let's not leave out the fact that you just chose bum Marlins for like 4 of the answers. What am I supposed to do? Know who plays for the bum Marlins?
Jazz Chisholm and Sandy Alcantara were 2 answers. All right. Tutu Atwell just got picked at 313. Yeah, so I'm going to take Chris Evans at 314.
What position is Chris Evans?
Running back.
Nice.
Yep. And then I'm going to look to take a wide receiver with my last pick, probably. Anywho, so Mark, you want to start with your trivia?
Yeah, I've got 3 questions for a total of 6 points.
Okay.
So I don't know why, but the other day I was like, you know what are cool grand slams? And I was just like looking at grand slam statistics.
Okay.
So there are 2 active players with at least 10 grand slams.
Damn.
Can you name them?
Probably not, but
Bulls.
Yes, Albert Pujols has 15.
Miguel Cabrera.
Nope.
All right.
Pujols was the given. The other one I found very interesting. He's significantly younger than Pujols.
To be honest with you, I mean, grand slams, someone can hit 10 home runs and those be 10 grand slams. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It's tough.
Like, sure. Yeah, no, I was exaggerating.
Who's the cancer kid for the Orioles?
No, not Trey Mancini.
Not Trey Mancini.
Damn it.
Cancer kid.
Show some goddamn respect.
I will say this: the second guy debuted in 2012.
Bryce Harper?
No,
Debuted in 2000. Chris Davis with a K.
no, not Chris Davis with a K.
Chris Davis with a C.
Debuted much before 2012.
He also sucks, so. Joey Gallo.
Nope.
He's younger than you think, actually.
Yeah.
He's only like 27.
Jose Abreu.
Not Jose Abreu, but that's not a terrible guess. I mean, this guy's only 28 years old. He'll turn 29 soon, but.
Can I get a league?
I was gonna say, kind of like Nunez said, like I don't even.
Currently in the National League.
Okay. So he has not always played in the National League.
He has not.
Okay.
Mookie.
Not Mookie. That's not bad.
I'm
guess.
out.
Wow.
That's tough stuff.
Francisco Lindor?
No.
Gosh, I mean, I'm talking about good guesses.
Jesus Aguilar.
No, he is an infielder though.
Okay.
Stinky Marlins.
I like that pick.
Infielder. What kind of infielder hits grand slams? A-Rod or something? I don't even know what are you talking about.
Justin Turner. He's well older than that.
Well older than that, never played in the American League.
That's true. That's true. Is it Max Muncy?
It is not. It's not a terrible guess.
Is it Paul DeYoung?
These two at one point. It's not Paul DeYoung. I was going to say Max Muncy was once this man's teammate.
Brandon Crawford.
No, they were never
I
teammates.
didn't know.
No, I know what team you're talking about. Who else went from Oakland to the National League?
I might not be talking about Oakland.
Wasn't Max Muncy called up by Oakland?
Yeah, but I guess
Yeah.
this player could have also been on the Dodgers.
Oh,
Or is on the Dodgers.
yeah.
I mean, that's the real question of the day.
Gavin Lux.
No.
Okay, that would be.
Nope.
He's hit like 3 this year, hasn't he? Like just this year alone. It's kind of crazy.
No idea.
Chris Taylor.
Nope.
That's
Jake Cronenworth.
No.
He was a rookie last year.
Caramba.
Is
CJ
it Manny
Cron.
Machado?
What'd you say, Zach?
Is it Manny Machado?
It is Manny Machado.
That was there.
Manny Machado has 11 career Grand Slams.
Did they play for the Dodgers together?
Yeah, 2018. Muncy was on that team.
Give me a second. Yeah, you're right.
Bonus Grand Slam question. Can you guys name the top 3 Grand Slam hitters ever?
Absolutely not.
Babe Ruth.
No.
Willie
Hank.
Mays.
What'd you say, Nunez?
Willie Mays.
No, and no, it's not Hank Aaron.
Barry Bonds.
Nope. What'd you say, Josh?
Dan Musial.
No. I'm glad you remembered his name.
Darryl Strawberry.
No.
Top 3 Grand Slams ever. Yeah, I mean, what's a number I'm looking at?
I mean, Barry Bonds has been up there. This question's stupid. That's
Over
many-
Pujols?
No, not Pujols. I'll give you the numbers they hit: 25, 23, and 21.
Oh,
again, if Barry Bonds didn't hit that many, this is a
Jason Giambi.
No, one of them will be celebrated tomorrow.
Is the Hall of Fame ceremony tomorrow?
No,
Let's
tomorrow
say
is tomorrow's a new baseball holiday.
Oh,
Is it really?
Lou Gehrig. Yeah.
Lou Gehrig is second with 23.
Is it gonna be like Lou Gehrig Day?
Yeah, tomorrow's the first
Sick.
ever Lou Gehrig day.
Love it.
We've got 2 more. One of them
Josh Pops.
someone said earlier.
One of them was mentioned earlier.
Yes, but is not active. I think Austin said it.
Oh, A-Rod?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought
First all time with 25.
Nice, dude. Sammy
And
Sosa.
then the third one, I was going to say third one is an outfielder that spent most of his career in the American League.
So not Sammy Sosa.
No, not Sammy Sosa.
Alfonso Soriano.
that'd be
No.
Mike Trout.
No,
Well,
not an active
How
player.
did you-
21 home runs. Yeah.
outfielder.
Chipper Jones.
No, outfielder.
Outfielder who spent the majority of his time in the American League.
Bobby
Bernie
Burke.
Williams.
Not
Give me
Bernie
Bernie!
Williams.
What
Give
about-
me.
Vlad Guerrero.
Not
Senior.
Vlad.
Did nobody hear me? Is it Bobby Abreu?
No,
Maglio Ordonez.
no,
Jose Reyes.
no.
Can you tell we've given yet? I thought that was supposed to be a bonus question. We can move on from this one.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, what?
Yeah. I mean,
Where is
Okay.
it?
It's Manny Ramirez.
oh, as soon as you said Maglio, I was just gonna throw Manny because their names sound alike. Oh
Yeah.
man.
I was about to say played at the same time as Maglio, but and then my third one, Jacob deGrom has the 5th lowest ERA in the history of baseball through the first 8 starts of a season at .71. Do you know who has the lowest?
Clayton Kershaw.
No, but right team and right
David Price.
pitching hand.
No,
No, not David Price. Yes, Nolan Ryan, famous lefty that pitched for the Dodgers.
Yeah. Lefty Grove.
No,
Julio Reyes.
Oh fuck. Fernando Villa's.
it's
That was-
Valenzuela, and yes, Fernando in 1981 during Fernando Mania, his rookie year, had a .5 ERA in his first 8 starts of the season. He threw 9 innings in all 8 of those starts, but only had 7 complete games because 1 went to extra innings.
Wow. That's an incredible.
Thanks for giving me that one, guys. That was a real technicality there.
You got Fernando Vala. Like I knew
Yeah.
who you were going for.
Now we got my turn. All right.
All right.
All right. So
I
first,
did not expect anyone to get Fernando.
first, I want you to give me the top 5 players in baseball currently in hard hit percentage.
Vlad,
How often
Sure.
they hit balls? It's the percentage of balls they hit above 92 miles an hour, I think.
Percentage
Marquette
of
Vlad.
total swings or like hit balls.
No, percentage.
balls in play.
Okay.
Shohei
Giancarlo
Ohtani?
Giancarlo Stanton is first. Yes, Dawson. Otani's
Vladdy.
not correct. Vlad is not correct. What did you say, Mark?
You said Vlad.
I said Vladdy. That was my guess.
Incorrect.
Jose
Aaron
Abreu.
Judge?
Jose Abreu is incorrect. Aaron Judge is third.
Okay.
Any hard hit ball question, the first two answers should be Judge and Stanton.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Oh,
this
Nelson
is
Cruz.
incorrect.
Damn, I think that guy just
I
named
believe he's sixth.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
laser beams out of
This is
that
a
guy.
weird one because
Harper?
Nope. I can tell you of the remaining players, we have 2 National League players and 1 American League player.
Yeah.
Jesse Winker.
No, not Jesse Winker.
I win.
JD
What?
Martinez.
Incorrect.
Castellanos.
No.
I was
The
gonna say you guess it.
American League player is an infielder. And then the National League players, we have 1 infielder, 1 outfielder.
Rafael Devers.
No.
Xander Bogarts.
No.
It was worth
Fernando Tatis.
No.
Bo Bichette.
Also no.
Trying to think of the AL infield.
He's not making great contact this year. He's only got like a 750 or something like that. Anyway.
Austin Riley.
No. That's a good guess.
That's a really good guess.
What's this dude's? What am I thinking of?
He is the National League infielder, is a third baseman though.
Oh, you said the AL guy was an infielder too, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fudge.
Eduardo Escobar.
No.
Hmm.
We've talked about him before on this show.
Chris Bryant.
No. In relation to some statistical anomalies that we've discussed.
I mean, I don't know what position I'll just guess Jared Walsh? Question mark. He plays like
No, it's not Jared Walsh.
a bunch of different positions. To be honest.
He's mainly a first baseman.
But no, it's not him.
No, wait, never mind. I was gonna say Mark's guy, David Fletcher.
No, he has
No.
0 batted balls, or he has 0
Yeah.
barreled balls this year. So,
So I doubt. Yeah.
so no, he does not have.
Nick Madrigal.
It's not Nick.
Hey,
Madrigal.
Madrigal's having a good year.
Yes. Mitch Haniger.
Incorrect. Not an infielder.
Evan Longoria.
Evan Longoria is correct. He's second.
Stuck on the AL.
So
guy.
now
Like,
it's-
great, well, let me leave it.
We have an
NL outfielder and AL
AL
AL third
NL
baseman.
infielder and an NL outfielder. The outfielder is pretty obvious.
Mookie.
No, the NL infielder or the AL infielder. You should get him. But
Oh, Acuna.
Acuna is fifth. Correct. Yeah.
And then AL infielder.
Yep. He's a pretty special infielder.
What's that supposed to mean?
That can mean anything. What the?
I can't go into more specific.
Marcus Simeon.
No.
He's special.
Special.
He's like 5th rated player in fantasy right now.
Yeah, dude.
He is. No cap.
Special.
Mark already what about Jose Ramirez?
Nope.
That's a good guess.
You got to think a little different than what you're thinking right now. In the sense of what position they play.
A middle infielder.
Can I go with one of the Mats?
It's neither of the Mats.
Damn it.
Plays in the AL Central, this player.
I was gonna say, who's the guy that just got hurt for the Chiefs? Didn't he get hurt?
Chiefs?
The Chiefs.
Or Royals? Sorry, Jesus Christ. Kansas City. Whit Merrifield
You got hurt?
or Mondesi did. One of them
Oh,
did.
Adalberto Mondesi? No. I mean, he probably would qualify, but he's played like 7 games, so
Oh, okay.
he doesn't qualify.
Damn.
And it's not Witt.
No.
Okay.
You're on the right track, though.
Any other
Hell,
Royals?
plays for the Royals.
So if it's a Royal infielder that isn't that guy, I don't know, dude.
You kidding me?
Get a milkshake real quick. I'll be right back. You see thinking about Royals, guys. This could take forever.
Wait,
Take the whole show.
this guy's an infield. Is it Salvador Perez? Is that
Yes,
one
Austin.
an
It's Salvador Perez.
infielder? I never.
Yeah,
when you think,
catchers don't count as infielders.
Count as
they
Mark.
do. They do.
If they're catchers.
Are they outfield?
do.
Catcher's
A
absolutely.
catcher is a catcher. Is a pitcher an infielder?
No. I mean, I guess they
Then
could.
that.
They could be. if you
But a pitcher is a pitcher. A catcher is a catcher.
want. Lick my nuts. Did you think I was going to tell you that they were like, he's a catcher? No.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you said a catcher, what would be everyone's first answer? I mean, yeah.
Exactly. The only good catcher in the American League would have been the answer.
But as soon as he said like, not the type of infielder you guys are thinking about, I was like, oh, he's scamming us.
Was he?
It was Salvador.
Salvador Perez.
Not
I
an
only know
infielder.
one other Royal.
I dispute this answer. That's not an
I
infielder.
do not care. Next question here. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is on pace to have a 300 season with 40 home runs. He's 22 years old. There's only 2 players who have done that at a younger age. Who are they?
Ted Williams.
No.
A-Rod?
Oh,
I'm
and
so
40.
confident.
40.
I'm just gonna
340 before the age of 22.
somehow Mike Trout.
No, if you know like legendary young baseball players, then this one should come really easily.
Mantle?
Nope.
All right, Mark, this is all you.
I'll give you the years.
Yeah, I'm trying.
1929 and 1953.
Whew. 29 Gehrig? No. Bad guess.
53 would be on one of those like great Yankees teams, like maybe Yogi Berra.
It's not Yogi Berra. So this person, the person who did it in 29, fun fact, this guy had 6 steals that year and 13 caught stealing.
Oof.
Played for the New York Giants for his entire career. The New York Baseball Giants.
Polo plays?
Oh,
Excuse you.
Mel Ott?
Mel Ott is correct.
No, fuck. Who in the hell?
They beat it like 17. That's why it's one of the obvious answers.
Yeah.
Like I said, this other player did it in 1953 at the age of 21.
DiMaggio?
No, for a
Too
team,
late for DiMaggio.
for a team that
Oh,
no
he'd been
longer
older.
What's that, Nunez? What'd you say?
Team that no longer exists.
1953 for a team that no longer exists. The city that he played in still has a baseball team, and the team's name still exists for a different team. But this team does not exist.
Wow.
What, did he also play for the New York Giants?
No.
Oh, that would have been my guess.
Still has a T. Oh, so it's got to be Kansas City Athletics?
Nope.
Philadelphia? What?
No, it's not Philly either.
Philadelphia Athletics? No.
Big left fielder, Joe.
Joe.
Yeah. Can I go left fielder Joe?
Not
Oh,
left
no.
fielder Joe.
Right fielder Joe.
No, this guy was a third baseman.
Eddie Matthews,
Correct. Eddie Matthews did it in 1953
the
Absurd.
Milwaukee
for
Braves.
the Milwaukee Braves. Yes.
Wow.
So, yeah. Eddie Matthews and Mel Ott were the only 2 players to have a 340 season before the age of 22.
Should have guessed Eddie Matthews quicker. I've got his autograph sitting over there.
We will go with. Let's go with a fun stat here. So I was interested in the hallowed golden sombrero, which, for those who don't know, it's any game where a player strikes out 4 times. I originally thought it had to be 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts, but that doesn't make any sense. So no, it can just be 4 strikeouts in any given game. They could go 3 for 7 with 3 home runs, and that's still a golden sombrero if they strike out the other 4 times. There's 11 players in Major League Baseball history who have at least 17 golden sombreros. I just want you to name. I'll give you 5 minutes.
Okay.
Let me start the timer.
Chris Davis.
Let me finish talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, could all the contestants hold up here? Let our leader get the words out of his mouth before they start screaming out answers.
Thank you, Austin. All right.
Chris Davis with a K.
All right. I'll give you 6 minutes. 6 minutes on the clock. I want you to name me as many of those 11 as you possibly can. Go.
A-Rod.
17.
A-Rod is incorrect.
I think that they had at least 17.
17.
Oh, okay. Chris Davis with a C.
That is correct. He's second all time.
Reggie Jackson.
What'd you say, Mark?
Reggie Jackson.
He's third with 23. Correct.
Mark Reynolds.
He has 18. You're correct.
Adam Dunn.
He has 19. You're correct.
Adam Dunn is a great one.
Dave Kingman.
No. Nope.
Ooh.
Wow.
Trying to think of, like, in my head, I'm thinking of like the all-time strikeout leaderboard.
We have 7 players remaining. Including the player with the most golden sombreros all time.
Are any of them active players?
2 of them are active players.
Well, I said one of them.
Excluding Chris Davis. I don't count him as active, first of all, and second of all, the 2 of the remaining players are currently active.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Justin Upton?
No.
No, he strikes out a lot.
I don't hate that, actually. And I'm just dumbfounded.
This is gonna sound like a stupid answer if it's wrong, but if it's right, Miguel Cabrera.
Also incorrect.
There's no way. He's too good of a hitter.
Yeah, he's way up there on the strikeout leaderboard, I think, though.
Yeah.
All right, 1/3 of your time has elapsed. There's 4 minutes remaining.
I'm talking about Jason Giambi.
Incorrect.
Wow.
Jim Thome.
Jim Thome has 20. Yes, that is correct.
That third first baseman. Usually strike out a bunch. Ryan Howard.
Ryan Howard is the leader all time with 27 golden sombreros.
That's a great trivia question. If Ryan Howard,
They come up strong, team.
yeah, okay.
Ryan Howard is the person with the most golden sombreros in MLB history. I believe that leaves 5 players. 5 players.
I'm gonna keep with the trend. Prince Fielder.
Incorrect.
Yeah, can't even swing a bat.
A-Rod.
We
I already
already said, and also incorrect.
Oh, I didn't hear someone say
A-Rod.
okay.
Oh, by the way, half your time has elapsed. You got 3 minutes left. The 2 active players are still out there.
I was gonna say,
Nelson
Giancarlo
Cruz?
Stanton.
Nelson Cruz is incorrect. Giancarlo Stanton has 21.
Oh shit.
Guy stinks.
Aaron Judge.
No, that is incorrect.
Gary Sanchez.
It's a good guess, but incorrect.
5th year in the league, he's already got 20. That would be immaculate. All
So
right,
we have 4 players left. 3 of them have 17. One of
Now-
them has 19.
Mark, I'm gonna help you out here. I don't know this at all. I don't know the player at all. I don't even know if this is true at all. But the Mets just seem like a franchise that has a guy.
Oh boy,
They're the
Daryl
Mets.
Strawberry.
It's not Daryl Strawberry. It would have been very on brand if one of the hot stove guys fell in here. Alas.
No, that's actually sort of what I was thinking when I guessed Dave Kingman. He struck out a ton, but he also played for the Mets for a while.
Yeah, it just feels like a Met answer.
I don't believe any of them played for the Mets. Let me look that up for a second.
I mean,
My next guess was going to be Curtis Granderson. So
No.
hey,
Yeah, no, none of these players
All
played
right.
for the Mets.
we still got another active player, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And also
What about
90 seconds.
somebody's been around long enough to have done it, and I'm thinking slugger type.
I want that active one. That's all I want.
Chris Davis with a K.
Incorrect.
Eugenio Suarez.
Also incorrect.
That guy strikes out a lot.
And no, it's not Miguel Sano, for those of you about to jump out. 1 minute remaining.
That's actually shocking. I was gonna be like,
Miguel Sano is a very good
Jorge
guess.
Soler.
Jorge Soler, no.
He strikes.
I'm going to start going for the other Mike Schmidt.
Nope.
Sosa.
Oh my God.
Sammy Sosa has 17.
Nice.
Um,
no, please.
None of these 3 players, the 2 retired players, neither of them are in the Hall of Fame.
Adam
Actually,
Duvall.
one of them is in the Hall of Fame. I literally just lied to you.
one of them's in the Hall.
Let me go fact check that. He should be. He's not. All right, never mind. Neither of them are in the Hall of Fame.
Marcelo Zuna.
Incorrect.
Fred McGriff.
10 seconds. No, we're not Fred McGriff.
Jose Canseco.
Nope.
Mark Tatum shooting 4 of 16 tonight.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Just
All right,
wanted that active
Timer is
player.
done.
Just wanted him.
So you guys correctly guessed Ryan Howard, Chris Davis, Reggie Jackson, Giancarlo Stanton, Jim Thome, Adam Dunn, Mark Reynolds, and Sammy Sosa. The 3 remaining players with 19, Bo Jackson,
Ah,
Kind of
and then the 2 with 17, one of them being Rob Deere. I assume that was the one you weren't going to get.
mm,
And then the current player is Joey Gallo.
Oh wow,
wow.
Joey Gallo's got that many already.
17.
dude,
Joey Gallo.
dude strikes out.
Strikes out a lot. So
That's bad.
that's that. All right. Well, we got 2 more trivia questions here. We're chugging along. We'll do another baseball one before we get to the basketball question I have. I just want you to tell me who are the top 4. Vlad Guerrero Jr. I'll frame it like this. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is 5th in OPS for players under 25 since he debuted in the majors 2 years ago. Who are the 4 players under 25 that have a higher OPS than Vladimir Guerrero Jr.?
Tatis.
He's 3rd.
How old's Acuna?
Acuna's 4th.
Devers.
Nope.
He might be 25.
Wink.
Not Jesse Winker.
Isn't he like 28?
And he's old.
I don't think he's that young.
I mean, this one should not take much brain power.
No, I'm just.
Jordan Alvarez.
Jordan Alvarez is 1st, actually.
Austin, who's that tiger that you've been, stuck?
Akil Badu.
It's
Certainly.
not
Abadu?
Akil Badu.
Damn.
Akil Badum.
Kill, but Mark, I mean, this should be easy for you. Who are the stars of your game? Who's gonna propel
Look,
into the
any of
Yeah,
you
I'm-
getting this.
I'm thinking too much about age. I'm trying to
Yeah,
think of guys'
yeah,
ages
yeah.
in my head.
Age factors.
Like all the guys I'm thinking are like 26 now.
There's got to be a White Sox.
No.
No, there isn't.
It's
Like
crazy.
he's Yohan. I was thinking Yohan Moncada, but he wasn't good enough his first couple of years, and he's 26 now, I think.
I feel like the Yankees are a bait answer too. That they don't have one. It's strange.
Yeah, the Yankees are older than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bo Bichette.
Nope. I'm not going to give you any hints because this should be easier than you guys are making it out to be.
Randy Arozarena.
No, I will give you each one more guess.
Juan Soto.
Austin, yes,
Oh,
it's Juan Soto.
Yeah, Juan Soto, of course it is. Christ almighty.
Yeah, it's Juan Soto. He's second.
I was like going through teams. I got to the Nationals. I was like, nah, Trey Turner's too old. And I was
I was
Dude,
really-
it
I was
was literally
surprised
just
it took me
Juan
that long to
Soto,
come up with Juan
Acuna, Tatis.
It's really an easy
that
question.
was the it was too easy.
Yeah. All right.
Isn't there one more?
What did you say?
No,
Oh,
that was it.
it.
Was the other 4 or the 5, I think. Yeah.
One more question for you guys, and it's a basketball question.
Easy.
I want you to, I mean, it's not going to be that easy. I want you to give me the top 5 players for the regular season this year. So it can be anybody, not just players in the playoffs. Top 5 players in ISO efficiency. Efficiency from ISOs in the regular season. Who
Bradley
is-
Beal.
Incorrect.
Giannis.
No.
Kyrie,
No.
Harden,
No.
Durant.
Okay,
No.
well, there you go.
LeBron.
No.
Efficiency from ISOs. Chris Paul.
No.
Devin Booker.
No.
Wow. Draymond Green.
No. I can tell
DeMar
you.
DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan is number 1, Josh.
Okay. That one didn't hit. We were gonna have some problems.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan is number 1 in ISO efficiency. So of the 4 remaining players, 2 are in the East, 2 are in the West. Yeah.
Jokic.
Nope. There is
Jaylen
one
Brown.
center. There is one center on the list. What did you say, Mark?
Jalen.
Jaylen Brown?
Yeah.
No.
How would
There
you
is
consider
one.
a center ISO? Like back
Joel-
to basket?
Joel Embiid.
Yes, Josh. I was about to say the one center is in the East, and yes, it's
Yeah.
Joel.
Okay. If it wasn't Jokic, it had to have been Joel Embiid.
So there are 3 remaining players, 1 in the East, 2 in the West. They all play the same position.
Kawhi?
Nope.
Luca.
Nope.
That'd be a trick answer because nobody knows what position Luca plays.
Steph.
Nope.
Dame.
Nope.
Tatum.
Nope.
Oh. What?
Once we get one, they should be coming in a lot easier based on position.
Yeah.
Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Eric Rose.
It's not Derrick Rose. And I by same position, I mean they all play the same position on like the lineup card. Like they start
Yeah.
at the same position.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Zion?
Nope.
Ah, I'm just listening efficient player after efficient player.
Yeah, that dude's
When-
real efficient.
DeAndre Ayton.
No.
You shoot 81% from the field this playoffs.
It's not
No one's
DeAndre.
considered a center ISO though.
That guy is quite good at basketball.
He is.
CJ. Call him.
No. But you're on the right track with position.
Oh, I'm on the right track.
All right,
Same
so two-
team.
they're
Norman
two
Powell.
No, it's not Norman Powell.
Come on.
All right.
All higher profile players than Norman Powell.
Donovan Mitchell.
No.
Efficiency. What a bum answer. Joke. Loser. Someone's got to get stabbed.
Brooks.
No.
Devin Booker.
I already guessed Devin Booker.
Oh, did you?
And it's still not Devin Booker. Hasn't changed.
Changed. I mean, Zachary Levin.
That's correct. He's second.
I hate the way you said that.
Zach Levine is second in ISO efficiency.
So now it's two guys from the West, two shooting guards from the West.
Two Western wing players who are third and fourth in this metric.
Anthony Edwards.
No, not Anthony Edwards.
Don't hate that. That was pretty yummy.
Yeah.
I could tell you an efficient shooting guard. Shea Gilders-Alexander?
No.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
I thought that was a great guess.
Alex Caruso.
What's happening?
That guy
What
sucks.
is it?
It's not Alex Caruso.
That
Oh,
guy's got passion.
Eric Bledsoe.
Also not Eric Bledsoe.
He's a point guard.
I'm pulling stuff out of my. He plays shooting guard for that team.
Dude.
Lonzo's the
Oh,
pure
Paul
point.
George?
Paul George is correct.
Oh.
Okay.
I wanted.
Jesus
I
Christ.
literally. Okay, I'm a troll for not saying.
Dude, how is Luca not an answer for this? What the hell?
Malcolm Brogdon.
Because he's not top
We're-
five. And Malcolm Brogdon plays in the
We're in
East.
the West.
I mean, I get how, but like I don't get how. You know what I mean? Like I get it.
Because guys who are that high volume tend to not be that efficient.
That's
generally.
fair.
Grayson Allen.
No, it's not Grayson Allen. This
Jamal
last
Murray?
guy is considerably lower volume than the other four that would have been named on the list.
Harrison Barnes.
No, but he is a starter for his team.
So it's not Jamal Murray.
Dude. What is Gary Harris?
No, it's not Gary Harris.
Will Barton.
Not Will Barton.
Give me something. Give me something. What?
The last wing player from the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr.
No. You
There's
mentioned
no more wing players.
teammates of his earlier.
No.
Joe Harris.
Josh Hart.
Oh, it's
West.
Wrong
West.
conference.
Josh Hart.
Wrong conference. No, it's not Josh Hart.
Jordan Clarkson.
Not Jordan Clarkson.
He's starter.
McCall Bridges.
Not Mikal Bridges. He's a good player.
I am.
Need to be locked away.
I mean, does Andrew Wiggins come in at the two technically?
Yes,
Is
he
Andrew Wiggins?
does. And Andrew Wiggins is fourth in ISO efficiency in basketball.
Wow, I would have thought he was a three. That's why I wasn't saying.
Yeah, I thought he was a 3 as well.
Top
Efficiency.
top five in ISO efficiency in the NBA this season were DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Paul George, Andrew Wiggins, and Joel Embiid.
That's kind of nuts.
Makes sense to
That's
me. Dude,
nuts.
Anywho,
Andrew Wiggins is a name I did not expect to hear on that list.
yeah, dude.
this is why these are trivia questions, bro. You got to think.
I was doing plenty of thinking.
I mean, we threw out 150 names.
I said about 80% of the guards in the West.
All right, let's get into some content here. Julio Jones wants out from Atlanta. And apparently, so I'm going to talk about this from the angle of someone who understands his plight, understands where he's at. Because when you think about it, Julio Jones is 31 years old. He's not a spring chicken anymore, and he's playing for an organization who has clearly shown that they might have the least direction in the NFL in terms of what they plan on doing. Like they sold off enough players because they had to, because their salary cap was a mess. That they're not a win now team, but they didn't draft a quarterback. They drafted Kyle Pitts in the first round. So that would signal that they think that they can still win now, but in a division with New Orleans and Tampa Bay, you're probably not going to win now. So the Falcons have no clue what they're doing right now, and I think Julio rightfully is a little upset about that. And what annoys me the most about the situation, I guess, from an outsider perspective, is that if the report is true that Julio Jones asked for this trade in March, what is the level of mismanagement that had to go into it where that deal wasn't done by draft night? Because now you're out 2021 picks. You have to settle for maybe a 2022 second for Julio Jones,
Yeah.
for the best player in Atlanta Falcons history. Like, they might not get
Yeah.
the kind of return that they got for Mohamed Sanu 2 years ago for Julio Jones.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, they fleeced the Patriots in that deal, but
I think their thought was probably that they could convince him to stick around based on draft night, but it obviously didn't work out.
they
Had to have been the plan, right? Like, don't worry, we'll just wait, and
I
then it
guess. But in that case, and who has made it pretty clear that it's about the direction of the team is where they're differing. If that's the case, and they told him that, they just lied to his face, and further confused things. Especially further confused things for him because they drafted another person who's this generational talent in his position to just take targets away from him. You got to think about the rationale there, right? So, anyways, I don't anticipate Julio Jones playing another game for the Falcons. I don't know about you guys. And like I said, I think it was horribly mismanaged on their part to not have a deal done by draft night. If it's true that he requested this trade 3 months ago, yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. But we wanted to come in and talk a little bit about where we think would be a best fit for Julio. I don't know if we each have our individual answers. I'm sure they might overlap. My answer is San Francisco, and it's not particularly close. I think if San Francisco can land someone like Julio Jones, I don't see why I couldn't have them as the favorite in the NFC. The favorite to go to the Super Bowl again. I think obviously we know what Julio Jones can do in Kyle Shanahan's system, and the San Francisco team, quarterback notwithstanding, is easily the best team. Would be the best team that Julio Jones ever played on, like best whole roster. Even the Atlanta Super Bowl year, they had an average defense and had an abnormal offense, right? Matt Ryan won MVP that year. They had, and coincidence, I think not, the offensive coordinator that year was obviously Kyle Shanahan. So I trust someone with a mind like that to do great things with Julio's skill set, and it can help a lot when it comes to Trey Lance's development as well, having a receiver like that in the building. So I don't know about you guys, but San Francisco would be my preferred option if I were Julio Jones.
I'll go next. I think the only reason that San Fran leaves me out on a little bit is because after Kittle, I think he's the primary wide receiver option, and I'm at a point with Julio where, and call me dumb, but I just don't think he's as good, obviously, as he has been, and I think he's very injury prone. And I think a solid spot for him would be a solid 2, and Brandon Ayuk is hot doo-doo. So,
he would be in San Francisco. He would be the number 2 option.
But yeah, no, I get that. The Kittle shot too. That's fair. That's fair. Anyways, so I went with game respect game. Got to bring in all the talent you can against your own team. I think the New York Giants would be really fun. The only reason I didn't say the football team is because they have an actual quarterback in New York, I think, and it'd be electric to see him.
The Giants have an actual quarterback.
Yeah, that's
compared to Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. That's a take on its own right there.
Is that a hot take?
You do know that they drafted Kadarius Toney and signed Kenny Golladay this offseason, right?
Yeah, and Kadarius Toney in the first round. I know that guy, but I mean, I'm under the impression that honestly, none of their wide receivers are worth rostering anymore from the last year. Maybe Slayton and Sterling Shepard, you could throw them a whim or something. So bringing in all this new wide receiver talent isn't necessarily a bad thing, and I think that'd be just a stacked offense for Daniel Jones to just go out and succeed
for him to throw 25 picks too. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I don't poo-poo on many of these ideas. I think that's a bad idea. Just generally for all parties involved.
I mean, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I think Julio would make them probably the favorites in the division. Probably. I think.
Yeah, no, I can't see Julio moving that needle.
Yeah, I don't really.
Really?
I mean, they're
Dallas is accurate.
really the third best team in the division as it stands right now. And I don't think adding Julio Jones.
Maybe it was a dumb one. Who knows? Came up with it.
Because here's the thing. I don't think Julio Jones gives them a better offense than Dallas would have. And I don't think that Daniel Jones can compete with the Washington defense, which might be the best
Yeah.
in the NFL. So
Hmm.
I don't know as if it moves that needle, you know.
I get what you're saying. I disagree. That's fine.
Anybody else have an answer?
Austin, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. And this is on purely what the front office needs to do and what everyone wants to see. It's got to be the Green Bay Packers. For me, like what Josh said, I think he needs to be a second option. He's only going to play like 7 games. Who cares? He's a bum. He's going to get hurt.
Right, the
But
bum.
when he's on the field, him and Devontae Adams will be unstoppable. That offense will be unmatched. And it'll keep Aaron Rodgers a Green Bay Packer. And that is the most desperate need for that team right now. They need to do something. I think trading for Julio Jones would do that for him. And I know the GM wouldn't be fired, whatever. But if they made a move like this, I mean, he's 8, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, it would kind of sync up with how many years Julio has left that are probably good with how many years left Aaron Rodgers wants to play. I just feel like it would be a good sync, and I feel like it's a move they need to make. So I just feel like it links up perfectly in my eyes.
I think it would make sense. I just know for a fact that they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Like Green Bay is allergic to trading for talent or signing talent. They'll get lucky on drafting him occasionally, but yeah. Anywho,
I don't have a single team. I have a single city. I would love to see him on either of the LA teams.
The Rams? The Rams wide receiving room?
I think you give him to a guy like Stafford.
Well, that would be sick, actually.
I'd prefer him on the Chargers. Not gonna lie.
Well, the Chargers
but
are
I think he wants to win, right?
The one for me, it's 1A and 1B. The Chargers are 1A, the Rams are 1B. I think that for all the reasons you said for San Francisco outside of Kyle Shanahan, but for the development of a quarterback, we already know what Justin Herbert can do. You give him another legit, like, great receiver to pair up with Keenan Allen. And then you got Austin Eckler and the tight whose name I can never remember.
Well,
Jared
Hunter
Cook
Huntley's
now.
not there anymore, so it's
Henry left.
now.
Yeah. But so that offense with Eckler, Julio, and Keenan Allen, I think would be deadly. And I think that would be a really good move for the Chargers to make. But I also do like him for the Rams in just the fact that, like, I just would love to see Stafford to Julio connect.
Do they have their first still? Or next year? Or did that go to...
No.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way, right?
Well, they don't. Nobody needs to give up a first.
I've
The
heard
Atlanta
that
Falcons
they've
have
already been...
come out and said a second's going to be good enough.
So
See, I heard the exact opposite.
So you want to hear what's funny? I think there's one team that should absolutely offer a first round pick for Julio Jones. Now, this is my second team behind San Francisco. I'm surprised we haven't mentioned it yet. It's Baltimore.
Yeah.
Like if I'm Baltimore, the
Just throw 'em the
one
ball.
clear thing that they need is a receiver who can actually play receiver. Like I don't know if the Ravens actually have like a guy who would be a good number 3 on a good offense right now. Like when your primary target is Mark Andrews and he's maybe the 5th best tight end in the NFL,
Mm-hmm.
you need somebody else to catch the football, you know, and that would help.
Yeah.
Like getting someone like Julio would help worlds with Lamar Jackson as a passer. He'd be the first guy Lamar Jackson's been able to throw to who can like go up and get a ball when you need him to. You know what I mean? Like,
and Julio wouldn't get injured since he'd only get 3 targets a game.
it's such an obvious, you notice how I'm no selling all this? It's such an obvious move to make. Like if I'm Baltimore, I'm throwing a first at him and asking questions later.
Yeah.
To be honest,
That's
with
the move the Ravens make where their GM goes, well, we tried. You can't say we didn't try. We got Julio.
Yeah, I mean, it's a no-fault move trading for a guy like that, obviously. The one that I don't get, and maybe it's just because I just can't see this team as contenders for as long as they have been or in their own minds. But the recent talk about the Seahawks makes no sense to me. Like, I get that they could use a weapon, I guess, with Lockett and Metcalf, I guess. Do they?
I think this is the thing.
That
It would
team's
be-
falling apart everywhere else, but
That's what I'm saying.
It
Like,
would
they're
be
just
such a Seahawks move, but it would be such a misguided move to bring in Julio Jones.
makes no sense.
Like,
Like that
another-
one, I can definitely see, like what you were saying with the Giants, where like he doesn't move any needle in my mind in Seattle.
Yeah.
Like it's just a no fall. Like what?
I mean,
Yeah.
sure, he moves the needle in the sense that you're bringing in another great receiver.
Sure.
But does that move the needle for the overall team? No, not really. No. Yeah, no, that makes no sense, and the Patriots stock makes no sense to me. But
there's another team with a baby cry quarterback, the Indianapolis Colts, that I think they certainly have the cap room. They
yeah,
have
we
plenty
say
of
this every
resources.
offseason, like, oh yeah, the Colts have the capital, they could do it, and then they
don't do anything. They don't
do anything. So I don't know. I'm kind of
I just hate that at all.
I just think it's really weird to go into the season with Pittman and 86 T.Y. Hilton and think like we're set. Like I
Yeah,
feel
no,
like
the Colts should take a
They
long,
need
hard
another
look.
guy.
They're set up to have one of the better defenses in the NFL this year. They obviously have a great offensive
great
line,
running game,
great young running back. Like
bomb quarterback.
that's a move the Colts should be looking to make.
Don't sleep on God, what the hell is his name, dude? The wide receiver. Who's their third guy?
Zach Pascal.
Yes, Zach Pascal.
Yeah, Zach-
Paris Campbell.
I mean, he'll be healthy enough as to where he'll be the number 2 by like week 3. So
I think the Chiefs just go get Julio. Spice up the
I
one
mean-
a little.
myself, I will actually.
That,
Am I
that would
like
be awful?
Am I like old man boomer to think like that like some teams shouldn't want Julio? Like I wouldn't hate any fan who's like I don't want to trade for that guy. Because like I'm sure he is was a
I just
wide receiver, but like
don't think any bad team should.
I don't.
Well-
I just think you're misguided a little bit in assuming he's not so elite.
yeah, like I
But like, why would a
100%
bad
not-
team
yeah.
ever trade for him? What does it do?
Oh, I mean, you're right.
He's
That
not going to a team that's going to win in the next 3 years. It's a waste of time.
right. No, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that I think it would be right for teams to assume that if they get Julio Jones, they're still getting an elite wide receiver.
That's
Yeah, absolutely.
Imagine the Lions trading for him tomorrow. What would
I-
you think?
That might be the funniest thing to happen.
We need a Jared Goff weapon.
Hey, their second rounder would be pretty damn valuable. It's gonna be pick number 33.
That might be. Well, come on, 34. Houston exists. All right.
Oh my
Whoa, Davis Mills is a stud.
Dude, Houston, I did my first round of the playoff predictor the other day, and I had to fight to give Houston a win. I didn't want to predict 0-17 for any team, but
is he so is
not playing, which I am assuming.
I was gonna say, I was like, is he not gonna play at all?
I am assuming Deshaun Watson doesn't play football this year.
I
That's
am
what-
as well.
Until I
Combined
hear
with
otherwise.
allegations and
That's
him
what I'm
not wanting to play for that team.
Yeah.
He's not great.
So yeah, no, I think that team has a real shot of not winning a single game this season. That's pretty.
That's a
fucking
pretty-
tough, actually.
That's a
That sucks because the upcoming quarterback class is doo doo.
Well,
Yeah.
they already got their guy.
Oh yeah.
that'd be pretty comical. I mean, it's pretty comical still to be like, have like many sexual assault allegations. Be like, yeah, I just don't want to play here. Like as if you have any leverage at all.
None whatsoever.
Fair. Had he even wanted to play for Houston, I'm not sure he plays football this year.
Yeah.
You still think so?
Yeah, no, I don't.
It's kind of tough. I don't know that the NFL can allow it until this is over. I mean,
Yeah.
that seems.
Well, I'm surprised they wouldn't have put him on the commissioner's exempt list yet. Is my only thing, right?
That's
Like if he
true.
wasn't going to be able.
It's the same thing with the Marcelo Ozuna thing, which I don't really want to talk about. I'm kind of hoping he never plays baseball again, to be honest with you. I'm pretty certain he doesn't play again this season, as any person should be. And it sucks for the Braves that they can't void his contract.
Yeah, so he got caught, right?
The police saw him abusing his
Chokeslam.
wife. Yes.
And
Saw
so
him with
okay,
their
they
eyes
straight up saw.
assaulting his wife,
Okay.
threatening to kill her. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's a bad look.
No,
All I saw
Charge-
was
terrible
charge
look.
that carries a minimum of 3 years and a maximum of 20 years in prison. Yes.
okay. Yeah, because all I saw was the charge of aggravated assault and strangulation. I didn't
I'm
see
gonna be
the-
100% honest with you. In cases like this, I don't understand why these players aren't treated like Felipe Vasquez was when we found out when he was a pedophile. Like,
Yeah.
like
I'll tell you what, I'm keeping Marcelo Zuniga on my IL.
are you the one who has him on your roster?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about that scumbag anymore, honestly. But yeah, I can see it as a very similar situation. I don't anticipate Deshaun Watson plays football this year. And in that case, the Texans are going 0-17. You can't change my mind. There's no possible way you can see a win for them without Deshaun Watson playing quarterback.
They don't have a group. They don't have a position group that's top half in the league.
No.
The best. They've got a running back room of one of the greatest number twos all time. Like,
they're
any
running
one
back
of those running backs could go somewhere and be an awesome number two.
Dude, their running back room
Really
would be
good.
incredible if it were 2015. All right.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
That too. I mean, I still think some of them can ball. I'm higher on
This is
Watson
why.
than most.
Hear me out.
Mark
Bill
Ingram
O'Brien
is
not
dookie.
that bad. Think about
So
this.
Bill O'Brien
Did you
was
say?
Look at all the things. No. He did the David Johnson thing, but if you think about it, look at their running backs now. Clearly, that wasn't him. Somebody else was thinking about this.
well,
Somebody else also
fair.
loved running backs.
Fair.
Somebody else.
This is what happened, right? And this is where the context comes into it. Bill O'Brien was also the GM. I'm not saying he was necessarily a bad coach. He's a fine X's and O's guy. He's one of the worst evaluators of talent that I've ever seen. And it seems to be that ownership didn't feel like replacing him with a guy who knew football.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the new guy also seems to love running backs that were like okay 3 years ago.
Imagine being a Houston fan like 3 years ago to today. That's got to be like absolutely unbelievable.
They were like, listen, all right, we
got one
are
of the best
set
quarterbacks
for
in
the
the
next
NFL.
5 years.
Right.
What's more likely in the next 3 years? You go to the Super Bowl or go 0-17?
What's more likely in the next 3 years? You would go to the Super Bowl or Deshaun Watson, Will Fuller, DeAndre Hopkins, JJ Watt, Jadeveon Clowney are all gone. Who's more likely? You know?
Damn.
Unreal.
Hey, add Will Fuller to the list.
He did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I actually accidentally said Will Fuller before I said DeAndre Hopkins.
No, that's why.
Think about Will
thought you said
Fuller.
after.
Someone, I think it was the Munich Times show. I don't know which one was talking about it, but like that Miami had Will Fuller already and Parker, and they decided to go draft a wide receiver with Penei Sewell out on the
Yes,
board.
it was
Like,
on the Media Times show.
Kind of dumb.
They were talking about it post draft, and like the Dolphins should be getting more
Yeah.
slack than they are for not drafting Penei Sewell.
Yeah, because I was like, everyone wants to hate the Bengals, including myself.
Which, to be
with
fair,
fantasy. Yeah, but then I'm like,
royally fucked
yeah.
that up by not drafting him.
Hey,
and I'm like,
I
wait,
hate
the
the
Dolphins did do the same shit. I'm like, what are
I hate the Jags for passing up on Penei Sewell.
they?
All right, well, all right.
They should have traded back in with that bogus ETN pick and another pick and gotten that
No,
big
first
buck.
overall.
But yes, that's our NFL thought for the day. We'll be back on that.
Yeah.
NBA playoffs. I got a couple questions about some of the bigger storylines that have been going on, particularly with the Lakers and the Sixers. I want to talk about. The Sixers one is of less concern, mostly because they're playing the Wizards. Do you think the Sixers? How much of a fight do the Wizards put up if Joel Embiid doesn't play the rest of the series?
I don't know. Bertan's going out. I don't know how much that really affects them, to be honest with you.
Because my first thought last night when I saw the injury was that if Joel Embiid doesn't come back, they lose this series. I've cooled on that since then.
Oh, okay.
I think it goes 6 or 7 for sure.
I mean, Russell Westbrook and
Yeah,
Bradley Beal are too good to not be competitive. They've been competitive in every game. None of these games have been a blowout yet, I don't think.
I mean, not within 10 points.
Wasn't one of them by like 20? I thought one of them was by.
Maybe one of them was by 20. But then you take out, a top MVP candidate. Like, is Tobias Harris going to be the guy? And I know he scored many, many points in like game 2 or whatever it was. He's a very good basketball
Ben Simmons did not score yesterday after he had gone out. Apparently, like they were just doing the foul, the intentional fouling on Ben Simmons.
They were hacking Simmons. He went like 2 for 15 yesterday from the
Yeah, he
line.
couldn't make it.
Yeah.
He looked like Luka Doncic from the free throw line.
Yep. I mean, people like boomer people who watch the sport hate that. Also, it's like just make free throws. You're also a boomer. You should just.
I'm 100% in on
Making
Pretty
a
sure
free throw.
boomers are all in on hack check.
Unintentionally fouling.
Yeah, that's the boomer era. They make a free throw.
I get. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think you would, but I don't know.
I'm totally in on the hack a
But,
Shaq.
yes.
Like, like
If a guy can't
Yeah.
make free throws, yeah.
Josh is the boomer that's out on it.
I'm normally out on it, yeah. But then the part of me is like, you just make a free throw. Like, what are we talking about? It wouldn't be a strategy. It wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
LeBron would have 0 rings if they figured that out with him.
all right, well, I'm not sure about that, but yeah. So I mean, you're assuming that I assume that you guys aren't as extreme as I was thinking last night. You guys still think the Sixers win, and this is
Yeah,
the
but-
extreme scenario where Joel Embiid doesn't play the rest of the series. I don't anticipate that being the case.
I think without Embiid, it goes 6. I think the Wizards take 2.
Well,
2,
they
but
won
I
one
still.
more, so.
They take one more.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh yeah, that's right.
3-1.
They did win more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a charge.
I could see them winning another one, but
The one that's of more concern is the Lakers. I remain pretty confident that Anthony Davis isn't playing tonight, by the way, he's officially ruled. If he doesn't come back for game 6, the series is over. That's my opinion.
I agree.
Obviously we're going to be proven horribly wrong when this game starts in about a half an hour, but
No, don't worry. I'll save you because I was about to say I have this cheeky feeling that tonight's the king night.
yeah.
The 30-point triple-double.
Well, it's not
that
at the
he
Staples Center, so
No,
maybe game 6 is the king night.
that's fair. If he's out again,
You know how
one of
bad
the
they
next
looked
two games he's going to
Anthony
save.
Davis?
Yes, they
What's
look.
that?
Yeah, no,
They
just
look
imagine
like
if they win.
worst
Watch,
team in the
watch,
league.
this is what's going to happen. They're going to lose tonight badly. Then game 6 is going to be the king night, and then Anthony Davis is going to come back for game 7 and they win the series. That's what's going to
Yeah,
happen.
probably.
That would make sense. That I
That's
can see.
exactly
That.
what's going to happen.
Yeah.
No,
You
I
need
don't
more
think
slack on the.
I don't think the Lakers can win without Anthony Davis, which is weird because Anthony Davis is king wilt under pressure, but
Yeah, I mean,
He's also the best player on the team, though.
just
so.
defense wise too. I mean, he's by far the best player on the team.
yeah, I forgot. I'm here with a bunch of LeBron haters. My bad.
Dude, there's no way LeBron is better than him at this age. LeBron's a bum.
Yeah, you're right. LeBron sucks.
Now I'd probably say Anthony Davis.
All right, LeBron sucks. No, you're good.
I'm not saying that.
Defensive wise,
I said the king night's coming.
Austin just said that. So
That
Oh,
team
Austin
goes
did.
from
Yes, Austin
probably first or second defense in the league to like 18th without Anthony Davis. Like they just what is their defense without him? Actually, like is it Andre Drummond?
I not
be
just
their
say
You're your guy.
that they lose terribly without Anthony Davis. I literally
Well,
just
that's what I'm saying though. But I don't think LeBron has that impact on this team.
I think they get clobbered if LeBron doesn't play. And it's just Anthony Davis? You trust Anthony Davis to be the number one option on a playoff team? I don't.
Well,
I
I think
certainly
it's
do.
pretty apparent that he was, because as soon as he left the game, their offense couldn't score because LeBron was the number one option.
He also only scored like what 9 points in.
Because LeBron at this stage of his career refuses to score. Like he's always looking to pass. Like if he was like 29-year-old LeBron who was like, I'm just gonna score 25 in a row, I would agree, but he just doesn't want to do it anymore.
My whole point is that the team is going to suck if they don't both play. That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
I think in either situation, they lose badly.
I think Zach's saying they're a perfect puzzle, and Austin's saying the puzzle is only a one-piece puzzle.
Yeah,
Like,
I think if it was
Zach's
just
like,
AD, I would give him a shot in the series. Just
Jesus
LeBron,
Christ.
I
Yeah,
think
you're an
he'd give him a
idiot.
shot.
I mean, that's okay. That is, but I will say if you showed someone a clip of like no names, but showed them Andre Drummond Cavs on like game 2 or 3 of the season, and then right now you'd be like, no, those are two completely different players. This guy is
There's like one good player and
loser.
one absolute loser. Yeah.
dude. Like he doesn't even look like a good backup. Like he looks like Montrezl
No.
could get out there and work that poor man. Like he looks absolutely bad, like really
Did you see the report
stinky.
today? Did you see the report today that was like Andre Drummond has been told that the Lakers view him as part of their future?
What the
And it,
Is
like
is
an
that?
integral
Ending
part
up
of
on
their
Skid
future.
Row? What the fuck?
I said this when he
Yes.
got signed. I kept saying it. I was like, the guy doesn't try. Like
No,
Lakers
you
fans
were
are
right.
gonna
You were
realize this.
absolutely right about that.
Yes,
Yeah, you
give
were.
that to
It's like
Austin
it's-
because I
It's
followed
so
him on that.
sad because like he's so good, but he just doesn't try.
And this is
It's
like I don't
pathetic to
understand why
watch.
he tried in Cleveland. And
Yeah,
tried
I
in
don't
Detroit.
But now he's got a
tried in
championship in
dog
front of him. And
cities. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
yeah.
point. Yeah. He thought he could just see a championship, so he decided, fuck it, I'll just
Mm-hmm.
waddle to the end.
Oh, because now he can't fail in the finals if he makes sure they don't get there.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
That's smart.
All right. Well, Lakers are due. That's
Denver's putting on the big spanking tonight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Should we be afraid about the Clippers? Should we be concerned?
Well,
Because I'm
they've
gonna be
got playoff P on that team. I don't
I'm gonna be
get why
honest.
you would be concerned at all.
With a healthy Luka Doncic, I'm not sure they win the series.
I'm fairly sure they just aren't that good.
Is Dirk gonna be in the house
Watching
next game?
I'm a little scared.
That affects my pick.
I assume he will be.
I don't know. It's
Probably will be.
it's gonna be rough.
They seem to just have such a limited offense.
Which is
It just
weird.
seems like
Yeah, it's
two
very
guys
strange.
just go ISO, and if they don't score, they don't score.
Yeah.
Was it
There's
true?
no-
Was it true that like Luke Kennard hadn't played the first 3 games at all? Was that I saw that stat from some NBA guy on Twitter, and I was like, he was a pretty key part of their backup. Like I watched a lot of Clippers games this season. I'm like, he easily played 20 minutes a game. I'm like,
Yeah.
how the hell does
He was
he
a
not
pretty
even touch the
part
court?
to their backup unit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I personally like the Mavs in the series anyway. I just like the way they've been playing, and it's just like the Clippers, they do sort of scare me.
Wait.
Like
Pause. You're saying currently?
Yeah.
With Luka Doncic playing at like 50% and Chris Stapps being a non-existent human?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Kristaps.
He's playing.
Okay.
He really is playing off.
Didn't he have like 20 and 9 the other night?
It was like
doubt it.
2, maybe.
Doubt it.
Oh, was it game 2?
Yeah, he scored like 4 points in the last game, something like that.
Yeah, I mean with a healthy Luka.
That's
Like if Luka gets to 100.
Probably not gonna happen, but his injury is fake anyway, so it's not that big of a deal.
it's a fake injury.
I just
It's one of
Switches.
those injuries that's like you can't. I don't know. Is it real? It's like he's got nerve issues. Who knows? Numbness.
I see what you're saying. I like it. I get what you're getting at.
Calling him out for the poser that he is. I like
I think he's smart. He's doing the LeBron thing early in his career already, where it's like if I lose, like I got the excuse, but if I win, like I battled adversity, right?
Dude,
It's
I'm gonna be
free.
honest with you. We talked about this, like we didn't really talk too much about it on the show. I think we might have, but in the subsequent games, it just hurt my head even more. Like the current state of LeBron James, bro. He was seeing 3 hoops and he just shot at the center one.
That me and Austin watched that together, and at the same time I said, I think he just said he was seeing 3 rings. And he was like, no way. I go, I swear to God, I got poked in the eye. He was down for a minute solid, and then said he was seeing 3 ribs.
And then the following, like 3 nights later, you saw KD's fall, right? That was a scary ass fall in game 10.
I sent a mess. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I messaged the group chat. I was
My
like,
dude felt like Peter Griffin down the stairs and then just hopped up. Like nothing.
Like
had
the
ever
next night,
happened.
he like cut his shoulder up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I was just thinking, like, and I really don't like being this negative about stuff like this. But I couldn't help but think my first thought was like, what if that was LeBron? Like, he would have had to been stretchered out of the building or something like that, right? Like,
if he fell on his arm like that,
yeah.
it wouldn't have worked.
Did you
His
see the
arm,
one
like,
where
wouldn't be.
LeBron fell on his shoulder and he like grabbed his shoulder for a second and no one walked over to
Yeah.
help him, so he started
Talking about
limping?
the big cat thing that he posted on Twitter.
Oh, did Big Cat
He went
post
through
it?
a
I didn't
whole
see it.
analysis of like LeBron went down, nobody acknowledged him because there was a fight over by the 3-point line. He gets up,
Oh,
walks
that was
over
in
with
game one. Yeah.
and then just falls again.
And then he was
Um,
limping. Yeah, it was so strange. It was so strange.
It was so-
But I just want to say LeBron straight up stole that. I saw 3 hoops and shot for the middle thing from Doc Ellis when he threw his no-hitter on LSD. Because he said, I couldn't tell if the batter was left-handed or right-handed, so I just threw it down the middle. Which was not true, by the way. He walked 9 guys and hit like 5.
And threw a
Doesn't that,
no
like,
hitter.
take
Yeah, he
away
threw a
from-
no-hitter on LSD.
Oh yeah, I hopped up.
Feels like it takes away from the game-winning shot when you say some shit like I was seeing 3
Yeah.
rings. Like when you want to say no, I came back and I hit that shot. Like not I just threw up a prayer.
I want to be honest with you.
I
It
know.
would be really cool if someone not named LeBron James said it. Like, imagine if it was like Dame and he got railed in the eye, and that's what he said after the game. That'd be cool.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
guy like Dame or Westbrook, who you know are going to compete at all times and they don't really do things like that. Like that's pretty sick. Because
Like I said, that's my point. Like,
you
if it
believe
weren't LeBron, it would be cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I don't believe a single word that comes out of that guy's mouth when he talks about himself. So
Spoken like a true Bostonian. I'm surprised you didn't.
I don't know, but like surprisingly, like I kind of like it. It's kind of fun.
I don't.
Like,
but I don't also
mean-
don't want to be. I also don't want to be the anti-LeBron podcast. So
That made the playing game like so fun. Like just
Oh, yeah.
LeBron
it's absolutely good.
dead.
100%.
Uh,
Regardless of whether or
LeBron
not.
saved the play-ins.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't going to let them lose to Memphis anyways. So, can we talk about, by the way, just how quickly DeAndre Ayton has become like one of the best centers in the NBA?
that
Just, like,
guy's really
yeah,
good.
Series.
B zone.
Because going into the series, I was like, wow, I think Dave's just gonna baby this kid. And
Turns
that's
out
gonna
it's
be
been,
it.
it
And then
was
he just
at least for the first
dominated
couple
him.
games. I haven't been
First
watching
game,
the
yeah.
last few days of the playoffs, but first 2 games, Anthony Davis was getting worked up, down, and sideways by DeAndre Ayton on both ends of the court. Like, I was shocked,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, I was also stunned.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good for him.
he's a grown man. He's a grown man.
It's almost like there's a reason he was taking over Luka and Trey Young.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't take a guy
there's
who
a
lost to the
ton of
university.
talent.
I wouldn't say there's a reason. I would still, if we were redrafting, he would not be the number 1 overall pick. But
No, but there is so much talent there. Like in terms of, he's sort of a throwback big man too. He doesn't do he doesn't stretch the floor or anything like that. He's just a really good defender, really good rebounder, really good back to the basket guy. So
I know and look, I understand
I
why
like
the Suns took him. That does not change the fact that Luka Doncic is the man. All right,
yeah. Oh, of course not. I'm
That's
not
where the
taking
draft
anything
by-
away from Trey
by
and Luka.
a margin. But,
Yeah.
What are you
Guys, really good.
This has been
Good
episode.
basketball.
This has been basketball, episode 29 of the Hot Stove Podcast. What, Josh?
Sorry, just a quick hockey moment. Bulls suck, and I hate them especially because now the Avs get a free cakewalk after they pummel Vegas right into the Stanley Cup Finals because they'll have to play one of the garbage Canadian teams. In which case, if the Maple Leafs would have won the next 2 series and come out of Canada, they would have had to play the winner of like Carolina Lightning probably instead. So that's a bogus thing. This is a prime walk in Austin. If you'd like to go off on Kyle Connor, feel free.
I mean, the best player in all of Canada.
Yeah, that's
Kyle
right.
Connor is really good at hockey. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Just throwing it out here. I predict Winnipeg to win the Stanley Cup when I was a naive young man.
Dude,
15
I
games
did
into the
in like our
season.
first year of the show. I did that too.
Yeah, and then I realized like Canadian teams just suck. So
Yeah, they do.
I'll be rooting for Winnipeg, but yeah, it's pretty disappointing seeing how much Canada sucks.
I mean,
Vegas.
it doesn't really surprise me. Oh, you're gonna lose the bet to Burb. Oh my God, I forgot about that. The Avs
Yeah,
have been
that's
favored
brutal.
at least since the All-Star break to win the cup.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Yeah. They right now, like whoever most recently, like they do like percent chances to win on like some sort of analytics based thing. They have a 38% chance to win the cup right now.
They're
8
so
teams
good.
left.
They're so
Yeah.
ridiculously good.
I I will say I took this bet. Burb is much more into hockey than I am. I'm a naive little boy. I didn't even watch hockey other than Buffalo at that point. Now that I watch a lot more hockey, I realize this bet is for sure doomed.
What was the bet?
Absolutely.
The bet was which team that. So he's an Avs fan, obviously. I'm a Sabres fan. That which one of our teams would win a Stanley Cup next? $200. Man's gonna just fleece me because the Avs were a legitimate year away from winning it all, and I was like, yeah, we're right at the same point. And he's like, yeah, we are. Just completely
The
fleeced
Avs
me.
were like bottom 5 when you made that bet, weren't they?
That's true.
Well,
Yeah, because that's
yes,
how
but
they set up with McKinnon and Landeskog and all that.
yes, with guys like McKinnon on the way and drafting Kel McCarr that year.
Yeah.
So if you actually believed in the process, yeah. I mean, the Sabres were at
It seems to me the Avs are good evaluators of talent, something the Sabres are not. So
exactly. To be clear, the Sabres and Avs were at the same point about. Just had much more faith in a front office and Joe Sakic, who actually want to produce good talent.
Joe Sakic, who is I believe a Hall of Famer in his own.
4-time Stanley Cup winner.
Yeah,
I mean,
Avs,
one of the better players in hockey history.
Yes.
Sabres did get robbed like 3 times in the lottery, so
They did.
Yeah, I
They got
mean,
robbed out of Connor McDavid. I will go to my grave mad at that. All right.
yeah, dude, I'll never forgive the NBA for the fucking horse shit that was that, or the NHL, sorry, that was the draft lottery in those 5 years. I mean, what are we talking about? Draft is absurd.
Anyways, the Nets are up by 20 with 3 minutes left.
It all fell apart, Mark. They were
Well,
winning distance the whole game.
there was 0 sweeps, right?
No, Miami got swept.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
It's all right.
That sounded scum.
What an asshole.
Forgot about it.
I didn't expect that series to. I said on the podcast that I expected Milwaukee to win the series. I didn't
not.
expect it to go like that. That's for certain. Did not expect it to go like that. Look, after the fuckery that was the fourth quarter and overtime in game 1 with all the officiating that went on, I knew it wasn't going to be great moving forward. Was not expecting them to get bent over the table and railed in the next 3 games.
No, that was
I really felt like it was a good matchup for them, and I don't know why.
It was 8 months ago. It was a good it was a good assumption to make. Like
Yeah, an even better Bam Adebayo on defense. It just felt like it was perfect.
Right.
I don't
Bam Adebayo, who's probably going to be
I
defensive player of the year.
Yep.
Or no, he wasn't.
I just want to say
they already announced that. My bad.
Yeah, they announced it. I just want to say real quick, I think this series would have gone a lot better for my boys if the team was fully healthy. But
Yeah, they
we're
might have
just not.
They
so.
might have pushed it to 6 instead of 5.
Well, I think
Yeah.
the games would have at least been a lot more
Well,
competitive.
yeah, it'd be fun to watch.
you know, Juice, really good defender, and if Robert Williams was
The hell did you
able
just
to
call
play,
Juice?
Jalen Brown, his nickname is Juice.
That's a bad
I've
nickname.
never heard that.
Is he like Orange
Cardiac
So-
Kemba.
17?
What's that?
Is he like Orange Juice from like 2K17 or whatever?
Yeah, that's
That's
exactly.
the nickname in my career.
No,
Orange
I
Juice.
actually don't know where he got the nickname, but I know he's been wearing his own merch on the sidelines, which is pretty funny. It just says Juice with a number 7 instead of a J. But I think Jalen's he's a really good defender. I think if Robert Williams was 100% for the full series, which he just wasn't, he's been dealing with that turf toe. That's 2
Tried to play
really
him
good defenders out there.
22 minutes a game at some point.
He had been up until he got the toe injury. He'd been playing a lot more minutes.
I know
So
he's the Time Lord because he's really efficient, but like maybe you should turn that efficiency.
that's not why that's his nickname.
I choose to believe that because it's a terrible fucking nickname. So
It isn't great. No, it's his nickname because he showed up late to like 4 straight team events.
I do remember that. He showed up late to the very first.
Yeah,
He showed up late to the plane after he got drafted, didn't he?
that was after
Yeah.
he got drafted, and they said he slid because of character issues,
Yeah.
and then he just doesn't show up to team
Like I said,
events.
I choose to believe that he's the Time Lord because he's really efficient. He does a lot in a little bit of time.
All I'm saying is that in this garbage time, Jason Tatum has managed to surpass 44.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
True. True.
Bang.
All right, we'll actually wrap it up now. That has been episode 29 of the Hot Stove Podcast. It went smoothly. That was a good podcast. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Hot Stove Pod. That's at Hot Stove Pod on Twitter. Here on the YouTube side, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can be told when we put videos out, even though we have a schedule. But every Wednesday at noon, your video comes out. And make sure to leave a comment if you feel like commenting. Either leave a comment or text me why my opinions are wrong. I'm sure I'll get angry texts about my
Yeah.
LeBron tomorrow.
Half the reason I just say blasphemous things, I just want someone to call me out.
You
need to
know what's funny, Austin? Mike Schrader calls you out every single time he listens to the show. He just texts me.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Now that you're best friends with Liam, you should probably get Mike's number so he can text you.
Oh, Jesus. Right. It's true.
All right. That's it for the show. For the rest of my co-hosts, Josh is doing the kissing himself bit. This has been episode 29 of the Hot Stove Podcast. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.